Welcome to the show where the pixels pay rent. We're flipping fake homes, yeah, the block got spent. It's your boys in the booth, no hype, no plea, just plots, hot takes, and it's meant to be. I'm stacking tiles while I coo in the chat. Virtual turf, but my game's all that. Puppets got the mic, I got the key. We don't sell dreams, we mint them, see?
What's up?
What's good, everybody?
Hey, Puppet. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, Pigeon. What's going on?
I'm doing good. I mean, here we are. This is not
Here we are.
What we've been trying to do.
Been trying to do for a while. Well, hello, everybody in chat. Hello, everybody that's joined us tonight. This is the premiere episode of what we hope to have be many shows to come. We love, thank you. We know we're sexy, though. That's the problem. You're only sexy when you don't know it. Anyways, hey, how's it going, everybody? Good to see everybody here. My goodness. Shaq, what's going on? Glad to have you. But yeah, this is the first show, Pigeon. This is crazy.
I know. I mean, we have been all the way up until what? The last 5 minutes getting ready, making the final adjustments.
That is right. As a matter of fact, I will be the first one to say I could not find my fake tooth, so I am toothless in the front. But again, still, you know, it is what it is.
A little ruthless too.
But yeah, this is gonna be the spot to come to have some fun. We're gonna talk everything, obviously, Upland. Pigeon and I, you probably know our names or have seen our names in chats or groups. We absolutely love this game. And we want to get together. We want to get your voices heard. So we want to actually get the things that you'd like to see changed in Upland out and in front of Upland's eyes. That's one of our main intents with this show. Also, a lot of freaking fun. We hope to have some fun. Isn't that right, Pigeon?
We have a star-studded cast here. Because it's not just us. We got other people, too.
We got some other characters, if you will, who are going to be making appearances.
We'll have to wait and see when all that happens, though. But yeah,
that is cool. What's up, Vape Guy?
We've been talking about this for a while. We're also hoping to engage newer players, get some newer players into Upland, make this a little bit of different spin than what's been around, and trying it a different way with some comedy and knowledge, a lot of knowledge. So yeah, Pigeon and I, I'll say when we get on and we talk, we pretty much just talk like we've known each other for 20 years. But we've got the same type of idea and approach about the game. But we want, as much as everybody else, to try to get this game known to other people. And we think we're good at that, so we figure why not. But yeah, we're gonna do a little spoonful of sugar and make a little bit of fun along the way as well. Yes, sir. How's your hand doing? You.
Me?
Yeah, you.
My hand is doing pretty well.
It's doing good? Okay.
Yeah, hand's doing well. Why? What is that question pertaining to? Anything?
You might want to check private chat. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got
you. So let's see what we got in the comments.
Hey,
we got
listen. We got
King Cody.
I'm so happy you're all here with us for the first show. But we are going to be ironing out some kinks. That's going to be half our fun. But we do have some segments coming up, some fun segments. So I think that without further introduction needed, Pigeon, I think.
No, we got a segment coming. Oh, okay.
Get ready, folks, because you are not going to believe what's coming up next. It's a brand new segment we're so excited about. It's A Minute with Marty.
Need a little more. Getting one more time, Pigeon.
Hit it one more time. Okay. Just in case you missed it. Here we go.
Get ready, folks, because you are not going to believe what's coming up next. It's a brand new segment we're so excited about. It's A Minute with Marty.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Holy crap, it's been a while. What's gravy, baby? Mashed potatoes and Patrick Swayze. How y'all been? Good to see you. Look at this chat's getting it on and popping. It's already funny. Yeah, what the heck was that about, man? This is supposed to be a professional gig. And why are you being insulted when your lips are moving? Pigeon, what's going? You're over there. Pigeon, what's going?
What's up, Marty? Oh, got it the wrong way. I've been trying to get him going, Marty. You know, he's a little bit.
No, I'm kidding.
So how you been, Marty?
Did we decide if we would be using swear words in this podcast?
You better be using swear words.
I don't know why the hell we can. I mean,
oh, hell yeah. All right. I like this place already.
I'm pretty sure with my mouth.
What did you expect? An orange puppet with a crown to come out and steal the show? What is this called anyways? What's this show called? That's a horrible name. Who done that? What is this? That's been with Marty. Thank you, everybody.
Is Marty gone? Boy,
he took off. Was that a full minute? I don't think that was a.
I don't know. Did he leave early?
I don't know. I guess so. Listen, it's the first show. It's the first show. Why does this say puppet hand for like a half hour up here? I don't know.
He could be a little stage shock, you know. This is something new for him.
He's having a tough day.
So, well, now that we got Marty out, I guess we'll go ahead and get started on some of the first news and topics we're going to cover here.
Yeah, let's do it.
We started a little late. It's Buenos Aires. Came out today.
The expansion. That's French for expansion.
We did not have a lot of time leading up into this expansion.
It's true.
Also, I mean, we were hit. Sydney, Hong Kong, Buenos Aires. It's like, whoa, hold on, push the brakes. That's a little much.
Very, very accurate.
Did you partake in anything today in Buenos Aires?
I did partake. I had bought some of the cheaper packages just for fun's sake. The fun part about those packages was you were pulling 3 properties per package, which was nice for the 15,000 UpX package. I'm really not that vested in the area, if you will. I don't have a lot of roots in those soils, so I didn't necessarily partake. I find myself not partaking in every opening anymore, and that's okay as well.
Yeah.
How about you? Did you do a little Buenos Aires shopping?
I did some of it. I really went there. I got 3 properties that I wanted to get. But I figured we'd cover some of that in this announcement about the Buenos Aires. We'll go back. This is a special structure that we are allowed to build in Buenos Aires until the 14th.
Right.
So if anybody still got some Sparklet left out there and is looking to start some builds, I'd say knock a couple of these out. Remember, you just got to get it started. You don't have to have it finished.
Right.
You brought up the packages. I was lucky. I was able to get most of the packages. This package was pretty unique. The fact that they gave you so many properties. When I spoke with Squall, he said that it's because a lot of the properties were very low value. They wanted to make sure they covered what you purchased for with the UpX, which that was nice. And I don't know if you noticed, most of them, when you bought the package, you actually got more mint than what you paid for in UpX.
Right.
Doesn't happen often. So they had the low price, the mid price. They did have the high price and the curator bundle. I didn't get any of the curator bundles. It went a little too quick for me.
They did go fast.
Then they still had the USD bundle, which I don't think sold out. They did have some of these landmarks that went along with it, which I am not going to murder these names, but I'll allow you to read them. And that came with this special structure for the people who bought that bundle. You also had the collector pass, which I believe is still available in the store. These are going to be, what do they call it? When they take a not screenshot. You know what I'm saying? At a certain point they go, who's got them, and then you get your properties. My brain.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they just capture all the information on that ledger, but I know what you're saying. I can't think of the name either.
Yeah. They did have these awesome looking block explorers that came out with it. They are pretty cool. I did get all 4 of them. And I think coming out of this, almost, you had all your details of Buenos Aires. It says 4 collections, 3 neighborhoods. Like I said, the values of the properties were very low, not very high on some of them on the max. One of the interesting things in the announcement, they had this this one neighborhood on the map, but wasn't in the announcement, and everyone was asking, "What's going on with that?"
Right.
Nobody heard anything about that. So, they have this one collection. This is what I went for. Since this was an original collection and it wound up being included in the release, I got my 3 properties there. I was happy, done.
Sweet.
Nothing else. And what's this? Is this some stuff we're giving away?
I think that is some giveaways. You always got to have a giveaway, especially during a premiere show, but we've got a ton of freaking giveaways. We didn't even mention all the giveaways that we have. Isn't that a matter of fact, Pigeon? We got a pile of things.
We got a pile of them?
A whole pile of them, starting with, I do love the shoes. Those shoes are amazing.
All right, so this one we're going to do a hashtag. It's expansion. Making sure I got this spelled right. And let me fix that. Hashtag, I forgot that. Hashtag expansion.
And while you guys are all getting in that first hashtag for our first prize that you're giving away, I just wanted to touch base and let everybody pretty much out there is associated or involved with a node. If you're not, I suggest you do get involved with one. But if you are associated with one, it is our hope to actually promote some of these nodes in Upland as well. So please let us know. We're not looking for any financial compensation on this end as well. Along those lines and down this path, we also want to promote the art in Upland. So any type of assets that you have to donate to us to give away, we would be beyond ecstatic to receive. And we will definitely make sure that your stuff is seen by everybody that we have in the show. Yeah, some of that. Again, our main intent here is promotion, and our second intent, I believe, is fun. But either way, this is it's definitely the way that we're starting off. We hope to just give away stuff as we go, as much as we can as well, because it's just as fun for us. But yeah, that hashtag, make sure you all get it in. I want to make sure everybody listening can get it in. That's hashtag expansion again. Please, if you're listening, get it in.
And right now, if you don't mind, hit that like button. We're trying to make sure we're getting this going here.
Yeah, Pigeon and I read that yesterday. We're supposed to say hit like and subscribe. So we're
yeah. And all the disclaimers are in the video description. All that. This isn't financial advice and all that. We wrote it down. Read the description. There's our disclaimer. We're not going to say that every time.
Hey, Metaverse Melon, welcome. Or should I say yo, yo, yo?
We got the player of the year in here. We got Tara. Thank you for stopping in, Tara.
This time flies by when you're actually talking in here. That's ridiculous.
And we got Lily, Lightning Leg. We got Blue Rain.
Oh, what's up, Blue?
We got a crowd in here.
This is awesome.
So We'll give this a few more seconds, and then we're going to go ahead and draw for our
Absolutely.
first
Our first giveaway.
First giveaway.
First giveaway
Oh,
for the first
wait.
show.
Hold on. We have a giveaway? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Time for a bunch of prizes to be given away.
all right. So, we're going to go ahead and give those prizes away now. Share. We're going to put that up.
What the crap was that?
What was
That
that?
puppet with a freaking nose on his face. I'm orange. I clearly have no nose. Who is this imposter?
It's all we could afford for a stunt double, Marty.
No, you play that commercial again for the people. I'd like them to see it, please, Pigeon.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll play it again.
Time for a bunch of prizes to be given away.
Marty, it's the first show.
I don't have a freaking nose.
You gotta give us some time. We're working
I
on
don't
it.
have a nose, but I'm smelling what's going on.
Well, it's
You want this rejected Elmo, then you hire him. I'm out of here.
well.
I'm sorry. His feelings were hurt. I'm kind of backing him up on that one, Pigeon. Jeez.
You're gonna have to get
beautiful
Marty a
guy.
drink or something, you know?
I know he needs to. Yeah, he's quit. He quit last week. He's upset.
Okay. All right, so let's
Ricky
see.
Shack. Marty does not agree with that, but he's upset. He's
So
throwing things.
Our first prize that we're gonna give out is going to be the property, one of the properties, Theodoro Garcia.
Woo!
And here we go. Let's see who this is going to go to.
Oh wow, that's cool. I didn't even know you had that.
Yeah. Hey, Marty missed out on something good here. We got Mass Chef.
Matt Chef, congratulations, sir.
And we're going to mark that so we know who that is. Our second prize is going to go, someone is going to get the BE, the Matt Maestro. Once again, y'all, remember, I'm not going to say any of this right. So let's draw.
By the way, I agree with this comment. City Pigeon keeping the straight face is epic. Woo! Vape Pie Guy.
Vape Pie Guy got himself a Block Explorer.
I have to admit, when I first heard your name back in the day, I thought it was Vape Pie Guy. And it made me hungry every time I heard it.
Oh. And we're going to be giving away another property.
I love giveaways. This is fun.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. What do we got? What do we got?
We got
Oh!
Lightning Leg.
There you go. Look at that.
So we have two people. If you did
What a
not
game.
go to Buenos Aires today, you got some properties.
You went anyways.
Yes, you did. And for our final one, we have the Tango shoes.
Oh, I really like these. I don't know why.
Those, I don't know what I like better, the penguin or the shoes.
That's a good point.
Oh, Elijah.
There you go. Congrats. Also a player of the year.
Yeah.
Congratulations, my friend.
We have 3 of the 4 players of the year here right now.
That's crazy.
I mean, what does that have to say about the show?
Yeah.
It's our first show.
I heard it was getting great ratings. We didn't even start. I don't know. Lily says, was there an expansion today? LOL.
Yeah,
You
there
are
was an
welcome,
expansion.
Couldn't go to a nicer person, let me tell you. Congrats. The real node LA as well. Hey, there you go. First node that we propped. These nodes are not a bad thing for Upland at all. That's why we want to put them front and foremost every chance that we can. And I think behind every single node, you've got communication and friendship. And the real node LA is definitely an example of those two things. So couldn't go to a nicer person.
Well, I mean, the Upix podcast show, I don't know if you saw, they put together their clips of everything that was done. And one of the things it did was, one of the most said things was the community, the community, the community, community. And that's what we're working here. We're working to build and bring the community together and draw some new people in and show them how great of a community we have here in Up. And talking about communities, we got something else coming.
Whoa. Wow, I love how it snapped us right in there, huh?
Yeah. So we have some properties that the community has built. These were the winners of the POV contest, which was the property decor POV. If you didn't know, there's a new view in Upland where we can actually drop down to ground level and look at all the great items that, you know, the Uplanders make, and for everybody in Upland to enjoy and put on their properties. This isn't just about property. It's about, you know, making something, building with what you have. And this was Phil 09's property. His was in Sydney, as you can see. Then we have RDP. I'm saying it right tonight, RDP. I know you're in here.
Good job.
I was messing it up the other night, but I got it right tonight. RDP has his in San Francisco. I know there were some people who's got crushed for all that they put on, but one of the things they said in this contest was it's not about the number of stuff you have on your property. It's about how it looks in that POV mode. And obviously Upland saw that RDP did a really great job here, and you know, doesn't have a lot on there, but just showcased it the way that caught their attention.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna have to watch for my DM, because I think Twilk is gonna send me like some viruses or something for saying that.
He has been a champion in the decorating competition, and you know, there's no taking that away whatsoever. I'm happy to see more and more people getting into this, because this, I think, is what the whole idea of owning these properties is for, is to be able to use them and show off what we think and tell a story the way we want to tell it, or show off art that our friends have made in a way. But yeah, this is really cool. I really like the tiny form factor. I love this point of view option that we have now. I don't know why this hasn't come out earlier, because it's just, it really brings you into this stuff. And hopefully it's opening up a path that we could actually walk down a street at some point and look over a fence. But for this point right now, I mean, that's great with the POV.
And then we have the last one from Sunstar. Did a little kind of design, didn't have everything all jammed up in there. And I appreciate that, Cal. Trade.
Love the shout out.
And I mean, it was fun. I participated, did something out there, giving it a try. It's fun, you know, to go out there to put your idea. I do like that this time they did ask for everybody to go ahead and like put a little story on X along with some pictures of it. I think the story and the idea behind it should have a lot to do with your submission.
Sure.
Because how you interpret it could be different, or there could be little nuances in it that you might not pick up. But once someone says, "Hey, did you see this part?" And you're like, "Oh my God, I completely missed that. I didn't, you know, didn't catch it." Let me check something real quick here.
We'll also say, with the fact that we don't have a snap option, like a few different games have, to where these assets can snap together, there is a lot of time and effort being placed into putting these things down on these properties. So I have an appreciation with it because we all kind of live in Upland for a certain amount of time a day. So it's kind of like people taking care of where you go to hang out, but it's really bringing the game to life a bit. I'm finding myself zooming in when I didn't used to do that so often.
Yeah. Well, I was hoping to have something here go a little bit different. We're still going to go forward with this part of the show. So let's not wait. Let's go to it.
Yeah! New player in the house.
So we were supposed to have a new player that we reached out to come on. They weren't going to be a guest, but they were supposed to be in the audience, and we were going to work really hard to get them leveled up. And well, let's see. We need to go here. We're still going to showcase them.
Yes, while this is an idea we are continuing with, we still are going with our original choice.
Yeah, so it's a visitor. Talked with them some. They were supposed to get back with me today. I didn't hear back from them. This was a little last minute, so I can't really fault them for this. Going forward, we are looking for Uplanders or below or visitors that we can help get us as the community to elevate this person and make them feel special and see that we're out there trying to help grow our newer people and give them any info or help that's possible. So
and showcase them in a sense. So say you have a family member, a cousin or something that you introduced into the game and you want to give them a little step up or a bit, please submit them to one of us. We'd be happy to get them. And we are going to hype the crap out of their account and give them a really good experience for their introduction into Upland. I think too often we get these unguided or misguided rather experiences, but we'll help them out. We'll help them out too. Why not? We'll help them out live too if needed. I mean, it'll be fun.
And like Tara said, new player of the week every week. That is the plan.
That is the plan.
They only have one property, and it is in Stockton, but you see their name, so let's make sure that if we can send some love to that person. And how do we do that?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was very catchy. I like that one. That's right. It's a send off, baby. Send. Even if you could do one send. I mean, you remember when you were a new player and you opened up your phone and saw somebody sent to your property. You're like, holy Jiminy Christmas. So this we're gonna share this love. We'll share some other love too. But that's our first new player. And as we go, we can actually look back on these people. We might even have a segment later on called "Look Back at the New Player," which would be fun too. So.
Yeah, I remember Ustag. Somebody was in general on Discord and asking for sends, and everybody came together. We went and we sent to him and sent to him and sent to him, and we got him from visitor up into Uplander, and they were just like pumped and they were just so excited, and that feeling that they have. We need that.
And look at that. Then you're meeting UC at Genesis Week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's because that makes those memorable experiences that show people what this community is. This game is the community. That's all it is. It's very simple to explain the game. It's the community. It's a great community.
So let's get back to some other things that are going on in Upland or that have happened. We had the Sparklet Wars votes. That concluded this past weekend.
Yes.
This was voting option number 1. We had 308 people. I don't know why the eligible voters says 21,000 when it was whitelisted to only players that had participated in Sparklet Wars.
On the outside in.
We do have that very close, but players are going to be allowed to sell their passes. Did you vote?
Did I vote? Yes, I did. I voted, and I'll be honest, and you know this too because we talked about it. It took me a bit with some of these questions. I did not know. I mean, these are really groundbreaking, changing questions. So each one you could kind of take, and they're really going to change the game. No pun intended. But yes, I did vote. I got my votes in.
That's good. And so the thing is, I don't want to hear people complaining if how things go if they didn't vote. If you didn't put your 2 cents in, don't say anything.
Right. Right. If you had the option and you didn't vote, don't tell me I voted wrong. That's true.
Now, if in the article, Upland says that just because these were voted a certain way doesn't necessarily mean they'll be implemented. It's just meaning that they're going to, look a little bit stronger into doing it that way.
Sure, absolutely.
The second one was on assets being untradeable. You had no. Many people said no on that one.
Literally in the title of what the game's about. Trading. What? This one was an easy answer for me. I think I could see a lot of people as well. No.
That was a landslide vote. The third one was the winning faction sit out the next war. Once again, it was no. That they should be able to play every war. And I agree with
I didn't consider that a reward to not be able to play again.
Right. It's to basically punish somebody for winning. That shouldn't be.
Yeah, right.
I know that wasn't a player suggestion thing. That was an Upland suggestion thing.
Yeah, that's a good point.
This was the one that was a little interesting with the formats. I know I broke this down on another video, but the majority went with rotation to give it a different try each time. And I think that would also vary up how a lot of the wars are going to go. So,
sure.
That was a good vote there. And then this was the interesting one of should the fourth faction be mercenary or play as all the same? This one is what could have really changed a lot depending on how it went. So we'll see how that all goes with that.
And it's really interesting to see these totals that these totaled out at, because this is one of the ones I had difficulty deciding on.
So based off of all these votes, Warz 4.
Warz 4.
Is everybody looking to participate? Are people a little burned out on it?
Yeah. How's everybody feeling?
Yeah, let's.
I'll say, well, if people are saying the way they feel about wars, I'll say, I will say that robot war where we all came together to fight that robot, I had a really good time. I had a lot of fun. I was actually finding myself laughing. I stayed up, I believe Pigeon, I stayed up 30 something hours. I came in, I think third, I could be wrong. I had a blast. It was a lot of fun. When I was trying to buy properties, it felt like the old school scavenger hunts where we were announcing where the robot would move. It was cool because when you took the drone down, it then changed on the map to a broken drone. So it's like our gameplay affected the map, and I think that's what I've been trying to push to Upland is, however small, make it affect the map. Let them know we've been at the map. And this is why I was ecstatic to hear they were leaving, even though I have no properties near it, and I really wish I did. I was ecstatic to hear they were leaving that robot on the map. That's just so cool that years down the road, that giant ugly robot that we beat up.
I believe the drones are still there too. I'd have to look and see.
Does anybody know the drones? I still don't.
I have the list of the drones locations? Here we go. Of course, anybody knows me. I have the list of everything. Let's see. 1020 West 75th Street in Los Angeles was where one of the drones were, and I'm checking right now. Here you go. There's a dead drone. Let's.
Oh man.
There you go.
I did
So
not know
they are still on the map. So
dang. I sold my properties that were near the drones.
Let's see. Can you do the PVE of the drone? Let's see if that's
I am drinking coffee and Coca-Cola. I am being a good puppet this evening.
The PVE is not so easy on the computer. There we go.
Okay. There you go.
There it is, smashed into the ground, and
oh man, I wish I had one property right next to one of them. I wish I kept it.
So yeah, they didn't mention the drones, but the drones are still in there, showing the
yeah, like Shaq says, it's living the Upland lore. That's and as new players come in, they'll see that and be like, "What happened here? What is this?"
Yeah.
And that strings up a conversation as well. We are drinking liquor. You bet. Nice. You guys should take a drink every time Marty comes out and yells at me. You'll be drunk. That guy hates me. No, I'm sorry.
Hey, you're right.
No, I'm sorry about that. All right. We do still have our shirts on. Our shirts will stay on. I'm afraid to say this is a shirted podcast. Please do not get too excited.
So going into all that, we do have another, of course, segment. This is gonna be like a variety show.
Yes.
And so this one here.
Yeah, you guys tuned into it. Don't blame us, all right?
You're gonna have to give me a second on this one. I apologize.
Take your time. Waiting to see how the lore legits will tell a story. Yeah, I'm waiting too. Also, it's interesting the way they're set up as comic book pages as well. I like those monoliths they put out. I'm not sure of how many of those were actually created. I did see one. They look pretty large on the property, which is pretty cool too. I like bragging rights in a video game. I like when you get that extra special thing that you can show off later on. But yeah, I want to see how these lore legits are going to play out as well. I'll be honest, I don't have many of them as of yet, but I like the path that are taken with it. So
I've been working to get a lot of those lures this season. So, and the lore thing, I guess I'm not as much in with culture. It sounds a little funny to me. Talking about things that sound a little bit funny.
Odd Player's Name of the Week.
So we have the odd player name.
Yes, we're going to celebrate an odd player name.
We have Butt Crack 207.
All right, listen, guys. We didn't have a lot of time to search this time, all right? So we just went with the obvious.
So, and there are a lot of visitor ones out there that kind of push the limits.
Yeah.
But I wanted to find one that made it through and is in there. So he's an Uplander. It's kind of like everybody loves watching the races and talking when foreskin races.
Foreskin is a name to reckon with, guys. So we're out there looking for somebody to beat Foreskin's name, if you know what I mean. I just want to beat Foreskin. Anyways, great. I'm glad that we got that new player up there.
Yeah, a lot of people like to beat down Foreskin, but
beat it.
He sometimes racing, he just keeps coming up,
Yeah, Butt Crack, and it's 207. You got to remember too. You got to put the spice on it there.
So anybody sees any unique names, especially if they're already an established player, send them our way.
Please, by all means.
You never know. I even tried to reach out to them and let them know, hey, you might want to come jump in the show. You're getting featured. I wasn't telling them how they were featured, but that would be the funny way. They're like, oh, I got
the feature just the same. Don't
I
worry
got the
about
odd
it.
name. So we have something else going on here. Where is it? We didn't come up with one for that. But so we're just gonna go right into it without the intro.
Right.
That intro was really fun trying to find out a lot of these. But these are things currently right now listed in the store that you can buy.
Right.
The Genesis season passes still available. It's not going to do anything if you buy it and burn it because the burns are done. I did reach out to X1. Didn't really pay attention for the next seasons since Upland is not showcasing the new cool things you can do with your block explorer and your property cards. I'm going to try to figure out what it is so we can showcase it instead of Upland, since they kind of stopped doing that.
Right.
Drifter says there's 7 BEs left. Cool. Everything was from a little bit earlier. That's just like if you look down, we have our floor ticker at the bottom. Some of those might have changed a little. It's not live update to the second. It's to when we pulled the information and stuck it in there.
Yeah, Pigeon and I were basically online all night, just figuring and ironing this all out. We wanted to do it right for you guys, but we promise to be more professional as we go along. We promise.
Professional? You mean organized? I'm cool with organized.
Okay, that's better.
Organized, yeah, that's it.
Organized is better.
For some of the new players, if you're looking to try to get some bundles, they do have these. These have been sitting in the store for a long time. I have a feeling those will be sitting there.
Those bobbleheads have moved a little bit, not really. Moved the bobbleheads. Never mind. Anyways, I like that guitar. I think it's one of the first times Upland's done a guitar, but I just wanted, they could have put a real axe out there, like Slash was strumming away on her. So this is like one of those beach guitars that the guy that you want to be quiet comes and sings by the fire and won't shut up. I'm sorry.
You got to remember, it's supposed to go with Buenos Aires and the theme of Buenos Aires.
Right.
So that's why they put the penguin with Buenos Aires. Because
I like the penguin. Are they walking around and penguins are walking around out there? That's why at the beach. That's cool.
I don't know.
Listen,
you have to get Marty to investigate that come back with us for a segment of where are penguins for the next show.
All right. I'm glad he's not in hearing distance because he would probably jump all over that.
So the next thing we're going to the service structures. This has been the buzz of everything everyone is talking about in Upland.
Yes, sir.
These service structures. This is the introduction to what is going to bring Uppies.
Uppies!
The name, I think, could have been a little better, but hey, it's going to be what it is.
Yeah, beggars can't be choosers. We're happy to have people. Yes, the name could have been a little bit better.
So it says that these digital residents you're not actually going to see them. They're just going to be a script or code running, and we'll get information based off of that.
Right.
And we're trying in our neighborhoods, nodes, wherever, to make our buildings and everything to attract these to come in. Just like how we showcase those property decor contests, it's things like that that's going to want to bring uppies into your neighborhood, having
Right.
things done and completed. We do not know yet how a lot of this is going to hit and what they're going to do with it. So we just got to kind of sit and wait for that to happen. So each neighborhood, the number of uppies you're going to get is going to be based off of your structures and their living units. The diverse services. So if you have a neighborhood and you built 50 barbershops, and you don't have any restaurants or a movie theater, I mean, unless that's people just need haircuts all the time.
Yeah, they're going to the next town over for that haircut. As you can see, I'm an expert in those. So listen, you gotta keep your barbers up to date, man.
And look, for everybody watching, Puppet came up with the characters for that thumbnail. I think he was trying. He said, "Make these two guys look like cartoons and almost like Marty."
Wait, who said chop about my haircut? That's not nice. Yes, I did. I did come up with the characters. And when I sent them, I was trying so hard not to laugh when I was texting them to Pigeon because we were coming up with a thumbnail. We needed some images. And mine was the first one, and it was so horrible. I could not pass on that. So, yeah, that's going to live in infamy, that picture.
And Puppet's like, text me a picture of you right now. I'm like, okay. And then all I hear is, he's crying.
Oh, man. Yeah, I needed that laugh, to be honest, though, too. But I have to admit also, I'm going to put this comment up again. I love that about my haircut.
So this was another interesting part of the article explaining, the public services, the essentials, entertainment. It says, don't forget about transportation.
Right.
And one of the things that they have mentioned and in bold, which I highlighted, is buses.
Say what?
So are we getting buses?
Are we getting buses?
Are they talking about they can't be talking about the buses that you use for inner city travel. For other city travel.
Are they inner city travel? Are they like a bus that Taylor Swift drives around in? I obviously went to her because randomly, but anyways, what type of buses? And here's where my question comes from, if I can. I own 3 passenger buses. You guys better not come out with a very big passenger bus that's amazing. That
you mean
has
the van?
To be perfect.
Yeah, it's like Mesme says, I got my van ready.
What's the difference between a van and a bus besides a couple of seats, if you ask my opinion?
It says van. It doesn't say bus. I'm hoping it's buses. Because what I want to do.
What?
I want to get a bunch of buses to race.
Oh, no. That's awesome.
The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round.
That's awesome. Oh, man. That would be the race to watch.
Well, Mass and I have tried the hardest to get a semi race. Most we got was 5. So
yeah, which is a big feat.
Yeah. These are the structures that came out. These were based off of what level you are in the game to what you have access to buy. Most of us already know that it's not an actual legit. It's something that you buy, and then you have the right from then on to build that structure going forth. These are already sold. You can't get them anymore. If you didn't get them, you're going to have to, buy one secondary, or you're going to have to find someone who can build one for you. Right. So, shameless plug here. Anybody needing a structure built, I can help you out. Anywhere from the police station down, DM me. work it out. Most people who have used it are like, wait, that's all it is, and you're doing. Oh yeah, I want to. Okay, come on. So, shameless plug there.
And I'll tell you what, though, too, if I can. I know that's something that Pigeon's running there, but this is when your longevity into the game actually comes into play towards giving you a better spot, because somebody like City Pigeon has been around and helped out and gotten to know so many people that somebody doesn't have to be worried to start this build, to start it with him. And I might say too, I've told him a few times, I think he's charging a little too under what he should. But moving right along with that, I think it's also a crazy design. They're getting rid of these designs. People are going to need more. We've actually got confirmation from X1 that they will have a bodega, and I'm over the top about that. I cannot wait to put bodegas everywhere. Beverly Hills, bodega. Giant property, bodega. I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to cook authentic food in there too. So come by my bodega. Anyways, I am looking forward to the different designs they roll out with these. I hope this is rolling out the path of them doing the blueprints that we heard about a long time ago. Now, I know that we've brought up actually combining properties together to make larger properties. I know that that's been told that they didn't have the resources or the time to be applied to that at this point. But this is just a real light bulb or no-brainer, if you will, that if they make properties that you need a giant property for, that's going to push sales, and it's going to push people to want to buy properties together to be able to put one of these larger buildings. I hope they continue. I am a Sim City. I love all of these types of games. So I hope they continue down this path. I think this is going to be a home run. I think a lot of people around our age like these types of games, city building games. I like city skylines, just all those types of things. But I am super excited to see what happens with this.
Well, in some of the neighborhoods that have a bunch of small properties, if you think about it, where you live, it is a neighborhood. It's just got houses in it. Does it have a hospital or police station within 6 blocks? Or do you have to get in your car and drive over a couple neighborhoods to get to one of those? As long as you're within a certain radius of one, I think that's something you have to think about. A lot of people are thinking, with their nodes, want this in my node, want this in my node, but my node doesn't have the properties that's going to fit this, or it's going to be. You might have to step out of your boundaries a little on this. As long as you're close enough within your area, kind of like with the Warz. How big is the ring? Where is it going to reach? I'm just saying.
Jake Brady, brings up a good point. I wish you could build multiple buildings on one property. Also, another good point, if you will. I believe they've addressed it a few times. I don't know what the answer for not being able to do that was.
I think I don't understand why either. Yes, it's tied to the property. Okay, you'd have 2 buildings tied to the property. We're allowed to put multiple map assets on a property. I'm pretty sure that's way in the back end that I don't understand. I'm not going to sit here and say I do.
Right.
So,
and I'll tell you what, that's part of the fun of playing instead of working for the company. We get to have the fun. But with that being said, also, we've got these parks coming out where that's going to be giant areas with multiple structures, supposedly, or map assets, rather, that come together. Super excited about these. Not to jump the gun on anything, but
yeah, not to jump the gun.
Not to jump the gun. Let me back up there a little bit.
So, and then one of the things about a lot of these structures being built, and they have taken some time. Sparklet, Sparklet was wiped out the store. And Sparklet has just been going crazy with what we need. And let's see, since we're talking about some Sparklet.
Welcome to Sparklet's Market Price.
Where'd you go, Puppet? I guess Puppet ran to the bathroom. So what we're going to start doing is once a week, we're going to go over what's going on with Sparklet. Oh, I guess somebody got charged when they heard Spark.
Holy crap, what's going on? You have talking about Sparklet? You didn't get a hold of me?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Marty. Didn't
All
know
right, it's all
Sparklet
right.
was your thing.
Yeah, it is my thing. You know how much of this crap I got? I used to treasure hunt with the best of them.
Did you?
Yeah, I had 9 phones, and I used to be able to triangulate where the never mind. Anyway,
Okay.
Sparklet, yeah, let's go back to it.
So we're gonna do this once a week with the show. We're gonna show how Sparklet has gone. We are not gonna speculate. We're just gonna give you facts.
That's right.
We're not gonna talk about any of that except for here it is. So Sparklet in the past week is down 1.25%, which is sitting at 1.621 cents per Sparklet. You don't know, every 1,000 Sparklet is a spark, which it used to be, and we've been pretty steady along that line. We did have a huge jump. I'm pretty sure that's right when service structures hit, because everybody's looking for it. And those are the things that could possibly change Sparklet. The store was sold out. It just got refilled on yesterday.
So nice to see.
Every Wednesday, in case you don't know, is when Sparklet's updated in the store. And I have my Spark price tracker. So if you're buying in the store currently right now, your best deal package is the $10 one. You get 627 Sparklet for an average price of 1.5933 cents per Sparklet. It's a little down than what it was last week. You get 5 less Sparklet. And I would avoid the $20 package because that is where you're paying the most per Sparklet. But if you need Sparklet, this is the easiest way that you can get it. Don't have to worry about bridging. Don't have to worry about gas fees. None of that. It's in your account like that. And if you're trying to get on the builder score, this is the easiest way to get on the builder score.
100%. And a lot of what's not considered with that Sparklet is the fact that I come from I come from Connecticut, as a matter of fact. Excuse me. And we're not able to use a lot of the stuff you got to use to bridge. So I can't even buy Sparklet outside of the game.
Yeah, it's like jump through this hoop, jump through that hoop, do the hokey pokey.
No, just kidding. Hey, yo. Hey, so listen, if you are a new player and you tuned in or you watch this later on YouTube, I want to let you know also that Upland has something called Spark Week that they do. And what I did is I did not take advantage of this when I was a new player. During Spark Week, you get, I'm not sure of the percentages offhand, but you get a little bit of a boost to your Spark reward for upgrading your level of your account. So please just wait and listen. Tune into us. We'll let you know, but do not upgrade your account before you get that little bit of boost. Every little bit counts, especially in this game. And we'll help you out if we can. So,
and it's Spark Weekends. It used to be Spark Weeks. But it's weekends now during the season. So when we're in the off season, you're gonna want to wait. And they did just finally increase the amount of Sparklet that you get for your rewards to compensate for what it used to be.
Which was a good call.
Yeah.
It's so funny how Sparklet everywhere.
3 weeks too late. But yeah. So
anyway.
All right, let's get into the next thing we're talking about here.
Let's do it.
We just had mayors. We were allowed to vote in Upland.
Yes, and I did jump the gun to this segment. We were able to vote. This is awesome.
It's Marty's fault because he didn't pull up the sheet on it for you.
Now, there was a little, I agree, there was a little confusion with this when this first set off because people did not know, do I buy multiple signs? Is it better to have a lot? And you just needed one, I believe. they had different areas that people were running for, and we did not know at first that they weren't all going to be voted upon within that time. You know, other than that, we did all through the other factor. We didn't know where these parks are located. We did not know where the parks were located. That was a really important factor that I wish had been out here. Again, I'm not going to harp on Upland. They're definitely out in the front of this type of stuff. But with that being said, you know, I'll hand it back to you there, Pigeon.
Well, I mean, and then another thing, we didn't know this was coming.
Pigeon, look who said hello to you.
It's Twilk. What's up, Twilk?
Hello, my buddy.
Twilk, if you're just getting in, how you doing? Don't go watch yet. You can watch the beginning later.
Do not give up the belt. Your work is amazing, sir. Twilk. So you guys don't know, Twilk has won a few has won a few of these prop decoration competitions, and actually has some of the eyes on his properties. But some of his designs are just out of this world. I still zoom in to look at them. If you haven't got a chance, please look at them. Twilk, if you want, drop your some of your addresses in the chat just so people can check these things out. I know for a fact he spent hours on each one of these that you see. And he is a tough contender.
The only address he has to really drop is the one in San Francisco. But if you go to Miami, you look for one of the 3 eyeballs, you're gonna find one.
Just find them dang eyes,
and then go to Las Vegas. Go to Las Vegas and look for an eyeball. You're gonna find the property.
Yes.
But we didn't know. So if you had, let's say you move, try to help a node by having your address somewhere else.
Yes.
They just like, these are the cities, and if you weren't whitelisted by having your address set for 30 days, you didn't get to vote. You didn't get to run. So I'm going to say another plug out there. Move your address to Vegas. That's all I'm going to say. Set your address to Vegas. That's all I'm saying right now.
Why would they want to do that?
Because we need at least 30 days in Vegas, and we'll get into the rest of that in a couple shows. So,
am I jumping the gun again?
yeah, you're jumping the gun. Jumping the gun. Right. So, let's see.
I'm going overboard like Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell.
We've already done the vote, and the mayors were picked. We had San Francisco with Ricaria, Chicago with Goodwill, Los Angeles with Elijah, who's in the house, Queens with Boilerman, because I'm going to say his name properly, and Rio with Wagon Master. They did have a runoff between San Francisco and Chicago because they had the same votes, so we had to do it again. These are the people that are going to be participating and running the parks that we, once again, don't know anything about. And I'm pretty sure everybody... I've been on a few phone calls with Elijah on an X cast, and we've talked a lot about the parks. He's got a lot of great ideas. If anybody is going to knock a park out the park, it's going to be Elijah.
I'll second that.
So let's see. We got some of the things with the park that they said: no more than 2x2 city blocks.
I was still in LA from X-Lax. That's
some of that.
X-Lax.
2x2 city block. It's kind of, each city block could be a little different. It was a little too vague, I think. I think they should have at least had you pick a couple of them, like this is my first, this is my second, this is my third. If one of them doesn't meet the criteria, then you're good. I'm not a mayor. I don't know how that whole process went. Maybe Elijah could shed some light on that at some point. It does say that they're going to be releasing some new structures for these parks in collaboration with other people and themes. This is going to be like the community build contest of a property. I see with that. And let's see. That's telling me we have a break on this, which means we got some stuff going on. Also, we don't have much longer. I appreciate everybody for making it through this far.
You guys are crazy. Thank you so much. Yeah, and that leads us to our next.
And one of the things with saying thank you and appreciating our viewers and our players.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Now eat some cake.
I don't give a crap. No, get off of me. Get off of me. What the crap was that? Is that the guy with the nose again? Listen, he literally worked for the show and you didn't call me to ask me to do that? Who is this guy? Who is
Marty, I told you we're on a
one puppet pigeon.
We're on a budget, Marty.
Oh, I'm out. You know what? I charged you $5 last. Forget it.
All right, well.
Jeez, as I get older, it's harder to get my hand in them.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
No, you didn't do that. So our birthday player for this week is Ace696. I'm pretty sure we're all familiar with Ace. We probably have some of his structure ornaments on. It's not his birthday technically today, and it's not his real birthday. We're celebrating your birthday in Upland.
Yes, and why has nobody done this? This is our family. You spend time with these people. This is the introduction to their lives with us. And by the way, what an awesome axe. Now, that's the type of guitar I was talking about. They should have given it play that at the beach. You got to play that funny-looking one for. Sorry. Whoever won the guitar, I'm not trying to crap on it. I'm sorry. Congratulations.
Well, it's kind of hard unless you got a powered amp to bring with you for the electric guitar. Another one's an acoustic guitar, you know. That's the, ring.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't play music.
Our segment where Pigeon does some folk music. No, I'm kidding.
When I used to roadie with the band, and they'd ask me, "Oh, you play with the band?" I'm like, "No, the only music I play is on my iPod." I reached out to Ace, and he didn't even realize it was his Upland birthday.
Oh, no kidding. That's awesome.
I was digging. I'm like, who can I find? Let me look. So please, if anybody knows their Upland birthdays or sees somebody's Upland birthday, pass that information on to us, because this isn't something you can just look up and go search. Real easy to find out when somebody started in Upland.
Right. And again, this is going to be a show where the community's partaking in everything. So if you have somebody you want to celebrate or give a reward to, shout them out to us. We have no problem. Oh, is that Happy in the Happy? My goodness, that is my twin buddy right there.
That's your twin buddy.
Good to see you, my friend. I miss you since Genesis Week. What a good time we have every year, or used to. That's okay. Anyways, moving along. Good to see you, Happy.
So we're getting towards the end. We have the Genesis season that's just like our show is coming to an end. We've got this was a little different. We didn't have the live Genesis event.
Right.
But it was jam-packed with stuff to do.
It was. It was jam-packed.
I mean, I was just crazy trying to do everything and do this and do that. And if they did the same thing with the live event and put that much on us, there's no way you could have done as much as you've done. Well, I don't think as many people go out there and do as much as I do.
Right. I'll tell you, I had to process through everything. It was a definite blow not being able to see all my friends in person and have an excuse to take a week off with them, I think was the important part. And I will say I did miss some of the Genesis activities due to me just not picking up my phone at some points. But at the same time, I see why Upland is doing it. I like that they are bringing it back to the digital for a sense. I hope they continue to open up our channels for communication and friendship through the digital aspect. And let's see where this goes. They promised us down the road, and I'm looking forward to when we do get to actually hang out with each other again in person. And I'm sure there's going to be some player-made groups that are going to meet up and hang out at some points as well.
All right. So if you get a second, you can respond to me on that one, Puppet. These are some of the things that happened during Genesis Week that we didn't go over, but we just want to touch base. We had the Forging, which was the BE burn event. That picked a lot of BEs that we burned off. We had our nominees. There's so many great players. It was hard to make some decisions on some of these. We got my brain is going. Got Upland Tower for Player of the Year. We had YK 2012 for Broadcaster of the Year.
That's right. Congratulations.
And Charles FR for our Designer of the Year.
Wow, you are very good. Some very, very good designs as well.
I'm pretty good with my Upland knowledge. So
he has a photographic memory, people.
So I mean, they were great nominees. They shout out to everyone that was on that list, and if you even made the list, that was such a huge accomplishment right there.
Yes.
We had the year-long racing finale.
All right, hold on. Can we go back to that last slide for 1 second? I like calling a spade a spade. I'm set in my ways and I'm old as crap, but I'll be damned if that's not the Hot Wheels swoop right there. I grew up with a lot of those loop-de-loops when I was a kid. I love those things, and that looks like the dang Hot Wheels swoop. I might be wrong. But
somewhat. It looks like a little bit of a slot car. I don't.
Okay. All right. Well, to be determined.
This looks like something that people are going to have the opportunity to see towards the end of our show here. That'll explain what this picture was. We had the Genesis Challenge, which was rewarding people for participation all across Upland and the things that they did, and this insane amount of stuff that they had for us. They had the rings and terraformers that came out.
They did.
This was your big time, showing who you are in Upland things. They had the ledger, which was for trying to get people to spend some USD in here. We got Hong Kong.
We did get Hong Kong.
Which I think we're going to be getting Hong Kong for a long time.
A long Hong Kong, if you will. A long Hong Kong.
Don't say that too fast. It might come out wrong.
Don't search that online. You might find the wrong things. All right.
We got the gold rush for the people who were doing the treasure hunts. A massive amount of treasure hunts. I know I saw King Cody in here. I know he did very well in that.
Congratulations on that car, by the way. I saw you won that car not too long ago. Hope you're polishing that thing every day. It's beautiful.
The Upland, the Upland hunt, which was the scavenger hunt. This was really fun. I had a good time doing that. Some of it was just like, oh, I just can't figure this out. What's going on? And I was one of the people that I did not want you to give me the addresses.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I went and actually figured it out, I had much. Okay, this person has this asset, but wait, I see that asset, so I'm narrowing it down and making my list of who's got what on the property, and I did them all with just searching and figuring them out. That was fun.
Nice.
Oh, this is a Genesis. What was the other one? Hold on, I'm going back. What was that?
No worries.
Forging the Infinite. I think I put something twice on there. Well, like we said, this is the first show. There's going to be some hiccups. There's going to be some things that you go, But
yeah,
if you can't make fun of yourself, you can't make fun of anyone else. And I will make fun of myself first. We had the Genesis.
I told Pigeon the other night, if we do everything right, this is going to be our worst show ever.
I hit the Genesis Drift, which was interesting with the carts. That was fun. The Rise of the Machines. We kind of jumped this earlier. I think by far the best thing during the entire Genesis season was this right here.
Cyborgs for life. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
This had
I don't want to upset anybody. Cyborgs, go cyborgs.
This had nothing to do with what faction you were on. And that's what I liked about it. It was about all of us working together to make it happen. Look, everybody's got their team. I was a cyborg. Then I moved to the Knights. And like I said, much love for the cyborgs. But just like
happy.
just like I wanted to find all the addresses myself, I wanted to try to make it more of a challenge to win. The cyborgs are the best to sell.
We got the seed heads in the house. Speaking of nodes that are a lot of fun, my golly. Sorry, where was that? There you go. Yeah, you guys are doing amazing over there. A lot of fun. Even I went by just zoomed in the other day just to see all the stuff going on. Great job so far. Yeah. Happy the best to sell. That's right. It's the best to sell. I wouldn't know. I'm a cyborg for life.
And everybody, I appreciate everybody sticking around. And since this is the first show, we're really going ham on this one. And we're going to try to keep it closer to about an hour going forth.
We are.
It's just, there was so much ground to cover in this first episode and get things going. And also, because Genesis, just so much going in Genesis. And yeah, it's a little bit of a recap of things, but it's, like I said, it's the last part of Genesis, so we're just doing a quick run through of everything that was.
Right.
The POV core contest that happened that we covered. We had the Mayor Terraformer that came out for the right after, which I think it would have been cool if this would have been a prize or something for the mayors.
Oh, I'm sorry. We had a question here that I missed in chat. Thank you, Shaq, for grabbing that. I don't know if you want to field that one, Pigeon.
Did anyone get the Trader Award last Wars? Oh, you're talking about for jumping factions. I do not think anybody has gotten paid for that. I saw that in general they were asking the other day. And I don't think it was covered when that drop is going to happen. I can try to dig and see. I know I like to light the fire a little bit.
I'll say we got a decent amount of people watching too. Does anybody feel like they've received their Sparklet reward for switching factions last war?
Yeah.
I didn't trade. I just stayed cyborg, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I didn't.
I
wouldn't know either. Because I wasn't on the winning team and I didn't jump team, so
But no, I do. I hope they continue in the path that they went. So this mayor terraformer. I gotta be straight up and honest because going forward, I'm gonna be honest. I don't like it. I don't think it looks that good. I'm sorry. I don't want to be a jerk.
There's the line. I always stay right there with the line.
Listen, we're not gonna come out and be bashers or anything, but this thing looks like doo-doo. No, I'm sorry. It's fine. If you bought it, I'm really sorry.
They had the ornament challenge, which ended today. I believe it was Swirly who won that one. I'd have to look and see. I didn't pay attention on. This was one of the last things that was going in Upland as far as competitions.
Yes.
We had the Freedom Fest purchase of BEs, and
Yes.
I will never look at these again without thinking of SC Kicker. KO.
Oh yeah, why is that?
KO, I was on the Ninjas podcast and they were talking about it, and somebody had said
I'm
that
just kidding.
one of them kind of looked like a light.
Yes.
And SC Kicker thought I said flashlight.
Yes.
And it wasn't a flashlight.
If you're picking up what he's putting down there. But with that being said, that eagle is a majestic bird of pride.
That's very close to the very first Block Explorer they tried to give me.
Really?
Mine was like that, but they had it turned around, facing away. I have it, and here, let's see. It's
Thank you, almost.
that was one of the funniest Block Explorers that I got, and I'm gonna throw it up real quick.
I do. I like that eagle. And you know what? The Statue of Liberty is pretty good too. I don't like the other two. The hat. What are you gonna put a hat on for your?
I'm pulling it up. Random picks.
I get it.
So
you know.
Oh, I gotta read. What is it?
I thought you were.
Take care of the show for a minute. Let me fix this, and I'm gonna get it on there.
Anyways, so as I was saying, we do have some more giveaways that we're going to be doing this evening. And let's see. I do want to actually. I'll be right back. I'm sorry, I've got to leave for a second.
Well, you can't leave when I'm. We can't. It's an invalid file. All right, I'll have to try it later.
Hey, dead air at an hour 22. It is. We're all right. No, I'm kidding. What were you looking for though? The first Block Explorer they ever gave you?
Yeah, the first Block Explorer that they ever gave me, and I have to convert it because the file that it is, they don't like it, so I need to convert it to a acceptable file for this to be put on. Please be patient with me for 1 second. It is being done right now.
All right, man. This is taking way too long.
I've
grown a beard within the time you've been trying to find this file.
I found it. It's just... All right.
Hey, everyone. This is my grandfather. He doesn't really know what digital video games are. In fact, he's moved into our basement. I'm sorry. He comes in my room sometimes. He's going to be walking in through the streams. I don't know. Where's my glass?
Does he remember put his pants on?
What are pants? All right, come on, Grandpa. You gotta just go downstairs and play.
Okay.
Monopoly. Anyways, moving on.
So look at the eagle. You got the eagle?
I got him.
Here's the first pigeon.
Oh, okay. I see the similarity. Yeah.
Eagle?
Yeah, I wish my grandfather could see that. He loves pigeons.
Pigeon. They gave it to me backwards. It was I'm like, how did you like quality check that and go, that's good?
Yeah, I think somebody would put the beak on the wrong way, maybe, or something.
So, and I think that's about it for what we had. We're covering the Genesis stuff. Let me pull this
We got
up.
that. We got a couple more things to give away, don't we?
Yes, we do. That's about. I'm just looking at as far as information wise, it was going to that, and
If you have somehow found our show along the along the YouTube channels of Upland and everything else, and you have any type of questions whatsoever, reach out to one of the two of us, and we will actually take the time out to help you out with what your questions are. We want, if you're new especially, we want you to have a good experience in this game. Pigeon and I have been in here for a long time, especially when you combined our years together. But we're more than happy to share our wealth of knowledge with anybody who's looking for it. So.
Yeah, and I do tend to put out a lot of tips and tricks videos. There's things that I come up with when I was helping Elijah build his police station. I'm like, hey, did you know you could do this? And he was like, no, I didn't, but I will do that from now on about a trick to sending to properties. And he was like, that was amazing.
Yeah, and again, we want to highlight players. So if you have something that you're looking to get highlighted, if you have some art, if you have some map assets, anything that you've made in the game, I don't care if you've made something out of the game and you're one of the members of our community in Upland, let us know and we'll highlight that as well. This is what this is all about.
No. So since we have some prizes to give away,
woo!
Let's get our low budget Marty out here.
Time for a bunch of prizes to be given away.
Marty's pissed. All right, everybody, he's just pissed. just know he's pissed.
Well, Marty's gonna have to get over it for right now. So we've got
yes, we have definitely gotten a lot more drunk.
We got some items, but for the meantime, let me get this hashtag up. And this is going to be.
I'm sorry. I kicked off your hashtag.
That's all right. It's
hashtag.
Let me get the collecting. So this is going to be a hashtag premiere.
Woo! For the main premiere.
The main premiere. This is where everything's getting given out.
The maiden voyage.
And we have a 10-pack of walls, rock walls, from man Puppet up here.
And we've got some of Pigeon's hit markers as well. How many are you giving away, Pigeon?
We're doing 10 and 10.
Right, and this is cool. This is where this comes into play, and it's cool because Pigeon and I both are a map asset creators, and we want to just give these things away to you guys. Show them off, decorate your properties, enjoy them. And I might say that something to do with Pigeon's markers. I'll let him field this if he's interested.
They are the hit of the thing.
You wouldn't believe it. These people are breaking down his door to get these darn things. So yeah, thank you. Get that in as hashtag premiere. We'll give you guys some time here.
Well, this is just some of the prizes. We're going to go through all the prizes. We're going to give people the time to get that premiere in there. And this
you guys all stuck around. It's crazy.
This is the showcase of prizes here. We got 2 more Buenos Aires properties that we're going to give away.
Yeah, let's promote this expansion a little bit. Let's get this thing going.
So you can get one from me, one from Puppet.
Yeah. Oh, come on! Oh, and did I say earlier that we were giving away a guitar? I gave the cat out of the bag, didn't I?
No, that's all
right. Now, if I must say, if I had to receive one of the 2 of these as a prize, I definitely want the freaking bird.
I don't know. They're both.
Like I said,
no, it's too big for a ukulele.
All right. All right.
Then we've got a Mardi Gras float cart.
What? Wait, we're crazy. Really? We're giving away all this?
Yeah.
What
And
a cool
do you know what that is at the bottom?
I think I do, but why don't you tell the people?
I am going to host starting a police station build for somebody.
What?
You want a police station in your neighborhood? You got the property that it'll fit on. I'm going to donate the spark and get it started for you. You just have to stake it. But
in case you guys don't know, the police station is the highest tier that they were able to purchase. I'm not a CE. Pigeon is. This is a pretty cool thing, especially if you're new here and you're starting off a brand new node. This is a chance to get one of the higher tiered buildings in your area. I imagine this is going to have a draw to Up East when they are around. Still hard to say that name, but I'm going to go ahead and move with it. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. Great prizes. So
no Upland type of show broadcast is complete without giving away some Upics.
What? Oh my God, I love Upics.
Yeah.
Tish, tish.
Upics. And you'll get the Upics in a minute. Well, in a few minutes. And let's see, we got some people in there for the drawing.
Yeah. You know what? We'll give them just one more minute. Please, if you haven't got that hashtag in, get it in. We don't want you to miss out because you didn't grab it. That is hashtag premiere. This is for our first show. This has been our first show, guys. We are so happy. What a turnout for the first show. This is insane.
World premiere show here.
Seriously. And we're also committing to you guys that every Thursday night, well, unless we change the time coming up, and we will have a show once a week that will be 1 hour long. We are committing that. So you will see us here. We'll have info and we'll be positively promoting this place.
Okay. We're going to give some people a chance to get in. Some more entries. Where'd premiere go? It's not up there? Oh, you're making the premiere go away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right. Just in case, premiere is how we doing it. We want to make sure y'all are spelling that right. I know a lot of people have the problems with that I before E, except after C. Then sometimes with C, it is I after.
I'm one of them.
We got one last thing before we get into the giveaway. You know what? We're gonna save that. All
right. Good.
So let's go with the giveaway. Let's get that up on stage. That
was a little giveaway there, if you will.
Yeah, but
all right, guys. This has to be the most produced first show I've ever seen, and I'm watching it from on it.
We have put some time into all this stuff going. So this first prize is going to be for the 10-pack of walls. KO Ninja, you got yourself some walls.
One of the ninjas, Hyde Park, everybody. Another great node. These guys talk about dedication and commitment. They're hopping on. They're doing their show. They're promoting. They got their ninja map assets, which I have one of each, I will say. I've got a nice little property in that node. But these guys are, if you meet these guys in person, listen, I know they're called ninjas, but they are two of the nicest guys in the world. Don't let it fool you. They will get you in a headlock, and they have gotten Marty in a headlock. There's a tape out there. We will find that for this show, I promise. But congratulations, KO. Couldn't have gone to a nicer headlock guy.
And I do want to let y'all know, as you win, you are removed. So you're only allowed one win per draw, per hashtag draw.
Yeah, we want to share the love. Share the love.
Yeah. Let's go ahead. We got this one's going to be going for.
All right, KO.
The property markers.
Later.
What's
we
this one
got
for? Sorry.
Jay
Ninja markers?
Brady. That's Brady
Jay
Central.
Brady. Congratulations.
I wish, and nothing against my people that I know. I wish I had some people in there that I didn't know who they were.
Love you too, buddy. No, you know what? It is. And there are some names I'm seeing I don't know, which is absolutely awesome. And that's exactly what we're going to keep rock and rolling with.
All right. Our next one is going to be for the property on Thames 1290.
Woo! Again, promote that new expansion. Shaq! Congratulations, Shaq. That's awesome.
Shaq's got herself a new property. Now, the property trades and all these prizes we will get out to you in the next day.
Yes.
We'll be reaching out to you for some of these.
Yes, and if you don't hear from us, feel free to reach out to us as well. But we will be on that pretty well.
All right, this next prize is for the guitar.
Oh,
guitar
awesome.
BE.
Oh, Vape Pie guy. I'm
Vape,
sorry.
Vape won again.
Listen, I don't feel as bad because he won again. But I'm sorry, I dissed that guitar. I shouldn't have done that before we gave it away.
Well, Vape got 2 Block Explorers this show. He got half the collection.
Good. Tune in next week. You'll get the other 2. No, I'm kidding.
Congratulations. We have another property in Buenos Aires that we're going to be giving away.
All right, let's go. Big money. No whammy. No whammy.
Oh, I used to watch that show all the time.
Love that show.
When I was sick at home.
Yes.
Nesme.
Oh, congratulations.
Nesme got...
That was for the other property you said?
That's for the other part. I have the addresses and everything. I'm keeping track of it all. Thank you, Mesme. Mesme, the queen of Las Vegas with running the Sunrise node. So I know I spoke earlier about moving your address to Vegas. If you need a place to go and you don't know, set it in Sunrise. Home address. Vegas, Sunrise. Change it now. 30 days. We got 30 days. Minimum, we have to have 30 days.
Minimum.
All right, so our next prize is going to be for the Penguin Block Explorer.
This guy's pretty cool. All right, somebody's getting a nice BE here. Let's see.
And
oh, there you go.
RDP.
RDP.
Do I have that right? RDP?
Yes, you do. Congratulations,
okay.
RDP.
Well, the other night I kept saying it wrong.
No, I know. You got it.
And then he's like, I was like, okay, I got it. RDP. He goes, yeah, now you got to do it all in lowercase. I'm like,
yeah, go easy on us. It's our first day.
Well, and I try.
I'm kidding.
Probably. So you heard me say earlier, Boilerman, right?
What was it?
Boilerman, correct?
Okay, yeah.
Now, what is the name that you know is one of the most difficult to say in Upland? You probably can't even say it, but it's Bieli Caveatak.
Oh, I could not say that. Yeah, no way.
Bieli Caveatak. I have practiced that name so that way when I'm around, I can say it properly and make
Let them
happy.
never win anything for this shit. No, I'm kidding. I'm scared.
You just got to start slow. Start slow, and then.
Can you use it in a sentence? No, I'm kidding.
No, I can't use it in a sentence.
Yeah, please don't make me spell.
Sorry. Walking that way, you're not going to be on the camera.
Pigeon, what else do we got? I think we got a couple more giveaways.
Yeah, I know. I just had to tell my wife she was walking that way and ducking behind the camera.
Yeah.
The next one is going to be the Mardi Gras go-kart. I know we kind of lost
Let's
track
go.
here.
That's all right. We got so much to give away. Who is it?
Wilk.
Twilk. Oh, that's cool. That makes me happy. Very nice. Congratulations. Twilk has been one of the main supporters of one of my map assets since I started making them. Amazing, amazing person.
Twilk has just come out with some carts of his own. I'm gonna say if you haven't seen them, go check them out. They're really cool looking. They're kind of themed like how the new carts are running on the tracks.
Yeah, Twilk, if you'd like, send us some images and we will promote them next week.
Well, we just can't cross that copyrightness in saying, so don't want to. Sure. Yeah. His first one got denied because he had to change it up because it was too close. But they are really cool cards. I just wound up picking one up from him yesterday. The next one we got, we're doing the police headquarters giveaway.
Oh,
so
this is nice.
This is going to be one that police headquarters will be built on a property of your choosing.
I kind of wish I could have put in for this one, to be honest, as you know.
Lily!
Congratulations.
Lily with a police station bill.
A brand new police station.
And now, we don't have a drum roll, but we have our 50K UPX giveaway.
Yeah,
Someone is getting ready to walk away with some UPX.
Yeah, let's do it. 50K. I'm in suspense. Oh!
Just NFT.
Congratulations, Just. 50K UPX. That is awesome.
We got that.
My God. This show almost writes
itself. Once again, everybody, thank you so much. There's been a lot to laugh at. We've made some little mistakes here.
Yeah.
And we have something to highlight. A lot of the mistakes that happened going into this show.
Yes.
And that's going to be this here. The bloopers. Show that. I am going to put the link to the blooper.
No way, man. Thank you, KO, but no way.
Did it go in? Does it show up? Let's see.
Looks like there's a link that went in there.
It showed up. And I'm also, well, I can't, but I'm going to put it in the actual comments of the show at some point. Can I do that?
Just NFT. If you could send me a message after the show, we'll figure out how to do that 50K transaction. Everybody reach out to us.
This right here is the outtakes, the things that did not make the show. And we're going to just highlight just a couple of these to give you a little bit of a teaser of what this was. So let's put this on stage. Let's see.
Welcome to Meant to Be Cool.
Some's got audio, some doesn't. Some of these they were just beyond funny. This was our brainstorm.
You ready for the most electrifying podcast event of the year? This Thursday. Don't miss
what we were trying to get done and just didn't happen. And we made all of these available for you to go and watch and laugh. And when I tell you,
we were cracking up, man. We were dying.
Tears on some of these when they came out. It's like
So what I said to Pigeon was, we were talking about the show, how we're gonna get this going and everything, and we were just like, we made the party. We just got to show up to the party ourselves now. So, and that's exactly what's going on. But yeah, they're a lot of fun. So,
we have spent enough of y'all's time, I think.
Yeah,
we're going on almost 2 hours.
My golly.
Yeah. So, thank you. Remember, we're about community here. We're about promoting the community. We're about bringing new people in. We want to see everything succeed. We want people to be welcomed. We want people who come in, since we know Upland has a little bit of a learning curve, to hold some of these people by the hand and go, here you go. This is what you need to do. Trying to help. Some of the things that, since we've been in it, it seems easy to us. But remember, we were all at that point where we didn't know what the hell we were doing. If I didn't have the person who got me into Upland sit down and explain, on the computer, this is what you got to do. And I was frustrated.
Right.
But he's like, no.
Videos now too, right?
Yeah. They didn't have all the things like in the community center and the missions that explained it all in detail. But I'll ramble all night. So, you have anything else, Puppet?
I don't. Other than, you know what, guys? Thank you all so much. Pigeon and I, we probably even had more fun than all you guys. We hope to bring this every week. If you guys have any ideas for our show, let us know. We are willing to change and adapt the way that this is going to work out the best. We're excited to bring news in Upland to you. We're excited to bring our accurate opinions. We're not going to steer our opinions. We're going to give it to you the way that we feel that we should. Again, this is our slot right now. If this changes, we will post some stuff. We plan on getting a Discord together where we're going to actually be able to give out information. This has been a long time coming. I think we've needed a show like this. Pigeon and I are so comfortable talking. Again, it's just like you'd hop in and join our conversation in our party. We will be having a lot of the faces that you know in Upland join us. Just because, why not? There's a lot of people with a lot of stuff to say. I think there's a lot of good ideas in our community, and it's Pigeon and my job to actually bring these things to Upland's attention and to their eyes. Listen, I know they're in the room right now watching us. So if you don't have a voice, we'll help you with your voice. Write us. We will reach out to you. We're in the community all the time, and we love you. That's all I got.
The only thing I want to correct you with, we will be doing this every week, not hopefully every week.
Oh, yeah. No, we will. All right. Good. Fair enough.
All right, everybody. Y'all have a good night, and kick that exit.
Welcome to the show where the pixels pay rent. We're flipping fake homes, yeah, the block got spent. It's your boys in the booth, no hype, no plea, just plots, hot takes, and it's meant to be. I'm stacking tiles while I coo in the chat. Virtual turf, but my game's all that. Puppets got the mic, I got the key. We don't sell dreams, we mint to see. Gen click it, mint it, flip it, flee. We breaking down the meta on mint to be. Two talking heads in a pixel tree. A pigeon, a puppet, and property. Mint smart, flick fast, and don't get rugged. This is meant to be.